Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to another match reaction show. And it's finished AC Milan 2, Juventus nil. There's a lot of big games today and tomorrow, actually. And I was thinking, should I do this one? Should I do the Bayern Dortmund one? Chose to do this one instead. And I think made the right decision because it was an interesting game. It was actually very, very intriguing. And Serie A has been very interesting this season and very exciting and very entertaining this season. I don't think anybody can deny that. I mean, we had some seriously good subplots and stories that are developing, and it's fun to watch, definitely. And I think this game was no exception. Milan's first of all, the tactics. I think Milan, is pretty obvious. 4-3-4-2-1, which is what they normally play. You've got Tonali and Bennacer who kind of do a little bit of both in midfield attack and defending. Brahim Diaz, probably surprised that they picked Diaz over De Ketelaere. But then again, the form of De Ketelaere hasn't been that good, so you expect that he'll probably want to start Brian Diaz. He repaid that faith, of course, with the second goal. After that, playing Leao, playing Giroud, I think those kind of names select themselves. From Juventus' point of view, I'm surprised they went with the 4-4-2. Now, I know there are issues in Juventus' team, especially, they don't have a lot of, good players in midfield and attack. But still, I'm surprised they went with the 4-4-2 because you don't go with the 4-4-2. If you're playing against a back three, and you go with the 4-4-2, you're almost asking for trouble. And they were asking for trouble in some ways. The way that they were playing deep. They were trying to hold the deep line and trying to counter after that. I mean, it's not Juventus. It's not the way Juventus usually want to play. But yeah, I mean, they had a good start. They had a fast start, Juventus, but after that, Milan just took control because of the fact that they had the numbers in midfield and attack. They knew that they could just take control and make life difficult for Juventus, and that is what they did. There was a touch of fortune about that first goal. Was that a free kick? Now, was that a free kick? Should that have been given a free kick to Juventus instead of a corner to Milan? It's a tough one because I was trying to look at it. I couldn't make it out clearly. I think it's one of those where both sides will say, no, no, it was a corner. No, no, it was a free kick. I couldn't make out, to be honest. I've seen them given as free kicks. I've seen them not being given. So I really can't make up my mind. I guess it depends on which side of the. Sorry, phone's just swinging. I don't know why. Yeah, it depends on which side of the coin you're on. And I don't know. It's either way. So I think if it's 50-50, then you got to go with the ref and say, yeah, that should have been that's the decision that he chose to make in that moment. But, Juventus should defend the corner. Though. I mean, it's criminal that they allowed Giroud to have a shot. It's criminal that Tomori it hits Tomori and then Tomori has time to turn and take a shot again. I mean, that's just bad defending. That really is bad defending. No matter which way you want to slice it, fair, unfair, whatever, that's just bad defending. And that's just the story of Juventus this season. They just in key moments, in critical moments, they just don't seem to have the conviction and don't seem to have that desire or that belief that they can stop these things from happening to them. It just feels like we're watching something that is a slow walk into death. I don't know. But it's 1-0, and I think many Juventus would have had that sinking feeling at halftime going in 1-0. Things are not working out for us. 50-50 decisions are going the other way. There could have been a handball as well by the Van Vlahovic for a corner, from a corner earlier in the 34th minute. I mean, I can see why it was not given. And, the ref made it clear, no, it's his arm is there, he's not going to give a penalty. However, if that was given as a penalty, it would not have been overturned. So I can see both sides. Again, that's one of those 50-50 decisions as well. So you can say that decision went in Juventus' favor, then this one kind of went in Milan's favor, so it kind of balanced itself out. And I know they were both 50-50 decisions, but 1-0, Juventus never looked like they were getting back into it in the second half, to be honest. I don't think Juventus created a lot. There were a couple of half chances for Milik. There was one chance, I think, for Keane. Keane looked lively when he came on. Never really convinced you that Juventus were going to find a way back in this game. And Milan did get the second goal eventually, midway through the second half. I mean, it's a poor pass with Vlahovic. I feel Vlahovic must be thinking, why am I here? Why did I leave Fiorentina? Why did I come to Juventus? I think he's going to be thinking that because things have not gone his way at all since he's left Fiorentina. There have been flashes, there's been nothing. I mean, the kind of form that we expected from him, the kind of numbers that we expected from him, and even to Juventus, it's just not been there for him. And he'll be disappointed with that, personally. But I think that pass was poor. Brahim Diaz latches onto it. Still quite a lot to do. Again, Juventus defense non-existent. I don't know what anybody's doing. And then the shot wasn't that great. And Szczesny should save it. Instead, he doesn't. He just, I don't know. Again, he goes down too easily. I think he was expecting Diaz to shoot a bit early. Or maybe he was not even expecting the shot to go where it went. and he just lets it go through, and it's doesn't get a proper hand to it. It's 2-0, and at 2-0 you really thought, yeah, that's it, Milan are going to go on and win this one, and they did. And despite Keane's a little bit of a cameo that he had, a couple of decent chances, it's a decent chance for Milik, it never looked like they were going to pack in. And Allegri will just question, they said that they're not going to sack Allegri. This is a long-term project. I don't know what they're looking at as a long-term project, because at the moment Juventus, it's, to me as an outsider, I don't know. I don't know what I see in Juventus. When I see Juventus, I don't know where they're going as a team. I don't know what they want to do. I don't know how they want to play. Because if they want to play 4-4-2, you can't play Milik and Vlahovic and then have the midfield behind them that they did. It's a team that really needs a lot of work on it. It needs a lot of work on that. But in several key areas, they still don't seem to have a proper central defensive partnership. They don't seem to have a proper fullbacks. There's no. Kostic is fine, but they need somebody on the wings. Di Maria, is he an answer? At that age, he's not. Pogba, I don't think he's going to be, when he comes back, Juventus will have some support when these players come back. But they're missing Chiesa, so but I don't think you can just put that ball. Once Chiesa comes back, everything will be hunky dory. You can't put that kind of pressure on one player. So there are problems in that team, and I don't know. I just don't know where you start off by finding solutions. And I don't know what obvious solutions there are. So I just don't know whether Allegri is the right man to take them forward anymore. I just don't see it. But maybe the Juventus, the people have a different idea of what's happening. From Milan's point of view, I think the defeat to Napoli would have been disappointing. The defeat to Chelsea would have been disappointing. So to get a big win in a game like this, I think will do their confidence a world of good. They are struggling with injuries. By the way, no Calabria, no Romagnoli, no Magnon. The players out there that you could say Zlatan, but he's going to be a long-term absence as well. But so getting this win will be really important. I'll be happy with the way that they played. It's interesting because you feel Milan are the favorites because Napoli and Atalanta are so unpredictable that they always have these good patches and then suddenly they revert to form. So you feel if Napoli and Atalanta are your two favorites, your two sort of top two teams right now, then Milan should win the title by default almost, because at some point those two teams will drop. But it's just so intriguing that you don't know. You feel this could be a different season for Napoli. You feel this could be a different season for Atalanta. And so Milan have got to keep their levels up as well. Leao, I think for me, Leao was just fantastic. There's some times where you just feel the game is easy for a certain player, and I think it felt that way for Leao. Just for everything was easy, everything was calm, cool, everything was just serene. I think his end product though was a little bit lacking, and that's something he'll have to work on. But he's still very young though, and he's got time. But again, the problem for Leao is there's so many good left fingers out there right now that he kind of goes under the radar a little bit as well. He's a fantastic player. I think he deserves the plaudits that he's getting. For Milan's point of view, that midfield of Tonali and Bennacer really is the most important. They've got to keep those two fit, because then they can play a back, then they can play midfield four. They've got those two in midfield, they can play midfield four. Otherwise, they can't. And so therefore they want to make sure that they keep those two fit. But otherwise, it's a good result. 3 points to Milan. Something that they needed. They need to get that. Need to get back on track. They've got Chelsea coming up, to Milan, of course, the midweek. So they needed a good performance to get their confidence up for that game as well. So yeah, all a good result. Smash like if Leao was your man of the match. He was my man of the match. So smash like if he was yours. Actually, you know what? No, that was not Leao. I won't go to Leao. No, you know what? No, Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez is my man of the match. Make him as your man of the match if he is too, because I thought it was just, I just realized, I was just thinking to myself, why came to Leo? No, Theo Hernandez was just good today. He just did everything that was asked of him. He was a bit nasty at times. He was a bit serene at times. He was a bit of everything as a proper captain's performance. And so, yeah, so he's my man of the match. So smash like if he's your man of the match too, because he was really, really brilliant today. Yeah, you know what? Theo Hernandez, that's the one. And do share your comments about the game as well. Let me know what you thought of the game. And, what do you think of Juventus's performance and form this season? Do you think there will now be serious considerations that they're not going to finish in the top 4 this season? Because we've been saying they might not. But I think we might have to start saying that they will not finish in the top 4 this season. I think just, let me know in the comments what you think, because it is getting to that point, I think, where we'll have to start saying that. So, do let me know what you think, of course. And do remember to subscribe to our channel, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, of course. We appreciate the support. We're going to have one more match reaction video coming up after this one, because the Madrid game will be there for watching that one. So do subscribe so you can get notified as soon as the video drops. And of course, we do appreciate your support in helping the channel. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.